I'm going to show you how to make traditional dry cured bacon. And if you see this lovely slices of dry cured bacon here, it looks absolutely beautiful. Traditional dry cured bacon is so simple, and I will show you 6 steps how to produce bacon looking like this. Right, step 1, a very important step is it all starts with the pork. Now we've got to make sure that the quality's right, it's got to be fresh. It'd be nice to have a nice bit of fat covering on there. So if you start with a good quality piece of pork, you'll end up with a good quality piece of bacon. So the pork is important. Good tip here as well is bone the pork out, do your trimming now so any excess trim can go into sausage or manufacturing. So when you cured it, it'll be easily sliced and you get a better yield from your bacon. So I've removed the rib cage from the loin, I've de-rinded it, and what I need to do now is going to cut that in half because this won't fit in my vacuum packer. That will do it no harm, still produce some good bacon. Golden rule number 2 is consistency, and with dry cured bacon, consistency is so important because your customers will buy it and they will love it, and when they come back for some more, it's got to taste exactly the same. And the only way to achieve that consistency is that you make sure that you work out your dry curing usage rate. And it's really simple when you're using the Lucas Easicures range. The traditional cure and the reduced salt cure, that's about 30 grams per kilo of meat. And the smoke cure is 40 grams per kilo of meat, and the sweet cure is 50 grams per kilo of meat. So so it's easy enough to work out. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh out the loin of pork, and the weight there is 1.576 kilos. And I'm going to use the sweet cure because it's one of my favourites, the sweet cure, and it gives a nice sweety note. So that's 50 grams per kilo of meat. So I've worked out my kilo, how much is that? 1.576. So that's 79 grams of sweet cure I need to weigh out. Golden rule number 3, and this is the hand rubbing the dry cure into the pork. It's a good tray for dry curing, and it helps to minimise the cross-contamination with nitrate. And there's something that you have to be aware of in the whole curing process is to avoid a cross-contamination, because the last thing you want is your sausages turn a little bit pink, or so controlling it. This is an ideal tray to control that. What I need to do is I'm going to turn that round so the fat's at the base, because I want to concentrate the cure on this main muscle here, because that's where we need to get the cure deep into that muscle. So on this side, with the fat down on the base, I'm going to use 70% of the weighed sweet cure. I'm going to just concentrate on the top here, so that's about right. And all I need to do is just start rubbing that in there. Rub it in all the sort of cavities, make sure it evenly sort of gets distributed around, but concentrate on that main muscle. Turn it around, and then I'll put the rest of the cure. And the reason why I put the rest of the cure on the fat side, where cure will work very much slowly through fat. So you don't need a lot on there, so we just need to rub that in there, but the main area we need to concentrate on is this area here. And there we go. Now we're ready to put it in the bag. Golden rule number 4, timing. How long should I cure this pork for? And a very easy way of working this out and keeping it really simple. It all depends on the thickness of the pork, and we normally work on ½ an inch per day plus 2 days. I would say around about it's going to be about 10 days to cure. Simply leave that into a tray like this with a lid over the top, and that'll cure beautifully in the fridge in the tray. But what I want to do is I'm going to actually put that into a vacuum pouch. I'm going to vacuum pack this loin throughout the whole curing process. One, I just think it helps to cure, keeps the cure a bit better, but most importantly, it helps prevent cross-contamination to other meats within the fridge. Right, I'm going to put this in the vacuum packer, put the lid down, and let that pack. A very important tip now, put a label sticker on there now to basically your pack date and also when the curing process is finished. You can either write this out, or I've got this nice little fancy vacuum packer here, which obviously saves me a lot of time. Then all the information's on there. Then it goes into the fridge ready for the curing process, and that tells me on there exactly when the curing process is finished. The first 2 days, let it be on the fat, and then turn it every 2 days, so it gives a nice even cure. So after 10 days, it's going to be perfectly cured. Golden rule number 5, and that is temperature. Now temperature plays a very important part in the whole curing process. And the ideal temperature would be between 2 to 4 degrees C. Anything less than 2 or hitting nearly below freezing all that would do is reduce the curing process and it will slow it right down. So the ideal temperature is between 2 to 4 degrees C. That's perfect, and you will end up with good, perfect dry cured bacon. Golden rule number 6 is air drying. This bacon has been in the cure for 10 days, and you can see now it's nice and firm, it's nice and pink, there's a little bit of curing liquids in there, you know, so that's really cured up quite nicely over 10 days. And what I need to do is now, I need to sort of take that out of the bag, just get a bit of paper towel, just to dry it off a bit. Very important rule, this one, is it really has an impact on the flavour. So the more time we air dry it, the more intense the flavour will be. Recommendations around about 2 to 3 days perfectly. Just make sure you put it in the fridge where you've got good air circulation, and you know, so it dries out quite nicely. So yeah, 2 to 3 days, that should be perfect and ready for slicing. There you go, the end result. Sweet, dry cured bacon, a product that your customers will love. Oh, that's good. That's really good.